U.S. Navy Commander Wayne has arrived at Topside, the support vessel for the Civilian Institute of Marine Sciences SeaLab, a facility on the ocean floor. He is there because an unidentified object has been spotted circling SeaLab. CMDR Wayne rides a diving bell down to SeaLab, where he meets its director, Dr. La Saltier, and marine biologist Dr. René Perron. During CMDR Wayne's arrival, a mini-sub carrying diver Hugh Maddox and photographer Sandra Wells is approaching the submerged object so as to get a clear photo of it. The object looks like a huge flying saucer, some 50 feet in diameter. Inside the saucer, a little triangular door opens and a robotic arm pushes a cylinder encased in ice into the saucer's central area. A heat lamp hangs overhead. The ice begins to melt. Hugh and Sandra take CMDR Wayne to the saucer. Inside, the commander suggests it is a fully automated spaceship sent here to study our oceans. He estimates the saucer has about 24 additional triangular doors. They take the mysterious cylinder back to SeaLab. The SeaLab scientists cannot determine what the cylinder is, but René is alarmed that it is rapidly growing. When it has doubled in size, it begins emitting a piercing ultrasonic sound. Lab technician Tex runs from the lab but dies from the effects of the sound. CMDR Wayne and Hugh arrive and find the lab filled with vapor. They don gas masks and go inside with fire extinguishers to disperse the vapor, only to discover that the cylinder has burst. They are immediately attacked by the monster that has hatched from the cylinder. Hugh and CMD Wayne fight their way out of the lab. The monster escapes into the ocean. It swims up to Topside, kills 2 crewmen, wrecks the ship's radio, the diving bell controls, and the air supply Topside pumps down to SeaLab. Without the air, SeaLab staff can survive for only 12 hours. The monster re-enters SeaLab. CMDR Wayne tussles with it, but it escapes again, back into the ocean. Dr. James finds that the monster carries an unidentifiable disease. The commander worries that large numbers of people will die if more monsters carrying the plague emerge. He decides to kill the monster and destroy the saucer. CMDR Wayne lures the monster into a trap he has built, several spear guns set to fire when it triggers tripwires. The monster walks into the trap and is wounded, but again escapes. The commander, Hugh, and Ellis pursue it. They subdue the monster, take it back to SeaLab, and sedate it so it can be taken to the Marine Institute for study. Hugh and CMDR Wayne go to Topside for dynamite to destroy the saucer, then return to SeaLab for additional supplies. Meanwhile, inside the saucer, a second triangular door opens and another cylinder is pushed out. CMDR Wayne, Sandra, and Hugh head back to the saucer. Before they can get there, the monster escapes yet again, and swims toward the saucer. It arrives just as the 3 humans are setting dynamite charges. The monster attacks. Hugh holds it off, allowing CMDR Wayne and Sandra to flee, then dies a heroic death in the explosion that obliterates the saucer and kills the monster. When all equipment is fully operational, CMDR Wayne prepares to leave. But before he does, he says that La Saltier is to give a verbal report about the incident to the president. La Saltier says he has nothing to report as they have learned nothing with the monster dead and the saucer destroyed. But the commander sets him straight, telling him they have proven life exists on other planets and that we must learn how to communicate with extraterrestrials. La Saltier agrees and says that is what he will tell the president.